Good morning. Today we begin with the first lesson of English for Standard 4, Neha's Alarm Clock. What is a clock? We all have a clock at home that helps us to show the time and to wake us up whenever we want. So this story is about a small girl, Neha, and her alarm clock. So now let us read the story. This is a story about Neha, and the narrator will tell us the story. And there are a few more characters like Neha's mother and the birds who all come to wake up Neha. So now let us read. Narrator. Ring, ring, ring. Off goes the alarm clock at 6 in the morning. So what rings in the morning at 6 o'clock? The alarm clock of Neha. Neha makes a face and covering her ears with a pillow. Now the narrator is trying to tell us that what reaction Neha gives. She does not want to get up, so she snuggles into the bed. She covers her ears with the pillow. Snuggles under the warm blanket, and she again wears her blanket and she tries to sleep. But she knows she has to get up. She mutters to herself. Now she knows that why this alarm clock has rung, because she has to get up. So she says certain words to herself. What does she say? Neha, this alarm clock always rings at 6 and pulls me out of the bed. So what does she say? That this alarm clock always it rings at 6 and I have to wake up from the bed. It's so unfair. Oh, how I would love to sleep a little longer in the morning. So she says to herself that I wish this alarm clock would not ring and I could sleep much more longer time in the morning. I wish this clock would forget his job time sometimes. So she says, I wish this clock forgets to ring in the morning the way every day it rings. Then the narrator says, something falls. Neha smiles. So as Neha wished that the alarm would forget doing its job of ringing at 6, suddenly as she wishes like that, she hears something fall. And Neha gives a nice smile. So you can see here in the picture the alarm is ringing and trying to wake up Neha. But Neha does not want to wake up and she's covering her ears with the pillow and she is wearing her blanket again and snuggling under her blanket so that she does not hear the alarm and she does not need to wake up. Neha, oh, my clock has fallen. How happy I am. Tomorrow I can get up late. So Neha had heard something fallen. So when she sees that her clock has fallen and broken, she gets very happy and she smiles and she's saying, oh, now it is a relief. Now from tomorrow there will be no clock ringing and I will sleep for a longer time. Now the narrator. Next morning there is no alarm. So Neha sleeps and sleeps. So next day the alarm clock does not ring. So Neha sleeps in bed for a longer time. The small chirpy birds which come to the windowsill every morning find Neha still sleeping. Now every morning Neha did not wake up early because her alarm clock was not ringing. So the birds which came to her windowsill in the morning saw that Neha kept on sleeping and she did not wake up. So the birds say, wake up dear, wake up fast. So now the work that the clock was doing, the birds are trying to do. They are trying to wake up Neha. Narrator, Neha gets up with a start. Then Neha, suddenly she gets up with a start. Why? Because she hears the sound of the bird saying to her to wake up. Then Neha says, oh no, If it's not the alarm clock, it's these birds. Why don't they leave me alone? So Neha did not like the birds also waking her up. So she wishes that why these birds have come to wake me up. The alarm clock broke and now it's the birds. So the narrator says, even this wish of Neha's comes true. The next morning, there is not only no alarm clock, there were no birds either, but there is someone else who does not want her to miss the school bus. Can you guess who it is? The big bright sun. He fills Neha's room with a warm smile. So now Neha wished that how my alarm clock broke, in the same manner these birds too don't come to wake her up. So even her this wish comes true. But now there is no alarm clock, there are no birds, but there's one more who wants Neha to wake up, to go to school and not to miss her school bus. So who was it? It was the bright sun. What did the sun do? The sun filled Neha's room with a warm smile. Warm smile means the morning sun was glowing in Neha's room. Neha, oh my eyes! Now it's the sun waking me up. Why can't he let me be? So now Neha is grumbling about the sun. First she grumbled about the clock, then she grumbled about the birds, and now she's grumbling about the sun. That now why the sun has come to wake me up and not letting me sleep. Narrator, even this wish of Neha's comes true. Next morning, the sun is behind the clouds. So Neha snores till she hears her mother's voice. So now what did the narrator say? That next morning, even this wish of Neha came true, that there was no sun to come to wake her up. So Neha keeps sleeping and snoring for a long time in her bed till she hears whose voice? Now her mother has come to wake her up. Mother, wake up, sleepyhead. You will miss the bus. Neha, oh no. Why does mother have to wake me up? So now she's grumbling about her mother, that now why mummy has come to wake her up in the morning. All those whom she had grumbled about, the clock, birds, sun, had all gone away, and now she's grumbling about her mother. Narrator, there is no escape now. Neha gets up and gets ready. Can you imagine what happens the next day? Neha wakes up with a start. Her watch says it is 6 o'clock. She calls out to her mother. Now next morning what happened? There was no alarm clock, there were no birds, no sun, and even her mother did not come to wake her up. But suddenly when she had woke up, what was the time in her watch? It was 6 o'clock. So she called out to her mother. Neha, Ma, who woke me up today? So she comes and she asks her mother, today, mummy, who had come to wake me up? Because she was up at the right time, that was 6. Narrator, mother smiles. Now her mother says, who else? You, of course. So what did the mother say? That no one came to wake you up. It was you yourself who woke up at 6. So Neha says, but I was sleeping now. Could I? So she started saying that I was sleeping and suddenly how did I wake up? So her mother said, now tell me, why do you eat your lunch every day at 1 in the afternoon? So her mother asked her that every day at 1 o'clock, why do you eat your lunch? That why at 1 o'clock only you feel hungry? Neha, she says, I feel hungry at 1. That is why I eat at 1. Then Neha's mother asks her, why do you sleep at 9 every night? So she's asking her daughter Neha, then why do you go to sleep at 9 every day? Why don't you sleep at 7 o'clock or 6 o'clock? Not only at 9 you go to sleep. So Neha said, because I feel sleepy. Because she feels sleepy, only at 9 she goes to sleep at 9 in the night. So mother, there is a clock inside you which tells you when to eat, when to sleep, and when to wake up. So, what did mother explain to Neha? That we have a clock in our cells that tells us all the time that now it is the morning time, so we have to wake up. It is 1 o'clock, so we feel hungry to have our lunch. And sometimes at 4 o'clock you feel hungry, so you eat something. And in the night, in the same way, you have your dinner. And when you feel sleepy, you go to sleep. So there is a timer, there is a clock within us that tells us at the proper time that what we need to do. Neha, oh, I better rush now. I don't want to miss the bus. Now Neha has become quite active and she says, oh, then I have woken up at the right time and now I will hurry up and get ready for school because I don't want to miss my mother. Relax. Today is Sunday. Neha. Oh. So now Neha, the day she did not have to go to school, she woke up at 6. She thought that she has to go to school. So with that worry of going to school, she woke up at 6. But the day she woke up was a Sunday. So her mother told her to relax back and go to sleep because it was a Sunday. Now there is one exercise. You have to take the right answer. So your first question is, what time did Neha's clock ring every morning? So every morning, what time did her clock ring? Was it 4 o'clock, 9 o'clock or 6 o'clock? Right, it is 6 o'clock. Your second question, what did the birds say? Sleep on, wake up, go and play. What did they say? They had come the next day to wake up Neha. Right. Third one. What is inside you that makes you get up at the same time every day? Our body clock, our eyes, our feet. So which is the right answer? Our body clock. Now there's another exercise. We have to put the letters in order. So see, one example is done for us. The word, the spelling is a jumbled word and we have to write the correct spelling. The first one is ILESM. So what's the right word? Smile. The second one is MRALA. So the right word is alarm. ALARM. Third, OCKLC. So the right word is clock. CLOCK. Fourth one, NORMING. So the right word morning. MORNING. The fifth one, EDORNS. So the word is snowed. SNORED. The sixth one, WODWIN. The word is window. WINDOW. Now who said these words and to whom? When we read the lesson, there were certain dialogues. So the first one, wake up dear, wake up fast. Who said these words? The birds said these words. To whom? Neha. Second one, Ma, who woke me up today? Who said this? Neha. To whom? To her mother. Third, why do you sleep at 9 every night? Who said? Mother. To whom? Neha. Now using the help box, we have to fill in the blanks. Now in the box there are only two verbs, was or were. Now when do we use was? Was we use when our subject will be singular, and were will be used when our subject will be plural. So now when we do our sentences, I will explain to you. The first one, Ram dash a good football player. So Ram is a single boy we are talking about. So we will fill it with was. Second one, the cows dash grazing in the field. The cows, there are many cows. We are talking about more than one. So we will use were, W-E-R-E. My toys dash broken. So again it is plural, toys. So again we will fill it with were. Her frock was too long. Why was? Because frock is singular. The market dash closed. Singular we are talking about, that is the market. So was, W-A-S. The children dash happy. Children, there are many we are talking about. So W-E-R-E. The flowers dash kept in a vase. Flowers. Here the subject is plural. So we use W-E-R-E, were. Now our next exercise is to fill in the blank according to what we see in the picture. So clearly we can see. So let us read, and the options are given to us in the above red line. Yesterday I lost a book. I looked for it everywhere. I looked dash a door. So in the picture it's shown that the girl is behind a door. So we write behind. Now in the next line, I looked dash a cupboard. So what is the picture showing? That she is opening the door of the cupboard and looking inside a cupboard. I looked dash a bed. Now where did she go to look for the book? Under a bed. I could not find it anywhere. Then I dash Sheru. You can see her. What is she trying to do? She called out Sheru. Sheru, my dog, came running to me. I asked him to look for my book. He dashed another book from my bag. What is the dog doing? Pulled out another book from my bag. Now children, you can see a picture of a clock, and there are few words that we need to write. So according to that clock, the words relating to a clock, we need to write them in the block. Now they are asking us for a sound. So what sound does a clock make? I have written there tick tick. Then there's another word for clock. What can we say another word? It was mentioned in the lesson. Watch. So a clock is that we hang it on the wall, and watch we wear it on our wrist. So it is another word for a clock. Then you have to draw the picture of a clock. So a picture is drawn. You can make a square, nice small square, and draw a clock. Then word in your language, in whatever language you speak at home. So our mother tongue in Gujarat is Gujarati. So in Gujarati I have written ghadiyal. Name different parts and times that a clock shows. So the different parts of the clock are the seconds, minutes, and the hours hand. The small hand, the big hand, and the seconds hand. And any time you can write 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2:15, 2:30. So accordingly you can write any time. And you have to make a sentence on a clock. So I have made a sentence. Even you can make a sentence by yourself. I have written there, every home has an alarm clock. Now there Now there is another same exercise. Now in the middle they have given us morning. So whatever activities are related to the morning time, we need to write them. So the first activity I have written exercise. So in the morning it is very good to exercise. Then we get fresh air in the morning. In the morning we get up early and we get started for any work or school, or we have breakfast in the morning and the birds are chirping in the morning and we go to school in the morning. So students, all these exercises that are given in the video and in your textbook, you kindly write it in your English notebook after you complete the question answers of the poem. So thank you.